Good afternoon, it's Dave the Urban Survivalist. I hope you're well today. Now today is a very quick video and it's a debate or question that comes up a hell of a lot on the prepper groups. Skills or equipment, which is best? Let's have a look. So many preppers have all this expensive equipment that they never think to test or they never use. Usually it's the type of guy that has a few quid, has too much spare time on his hands and he buys the next latest thing that's out. It's like the middle-aged guy that brings his Ferrari out of the garage every now and then. Hardly tests it, but it's there just in case. The problem is, when shit happens and you've got all this equipment and you don't know how to use it, this is when you're going to have to rely on skills. These same people's skill set could definitely be improved, as so could all of ours. Watch to the end of this video and I'll give you a list of basic skills for the urban and rural environment that could be beneficial to you to learn. Now, you've often seen it, the preppers that go into the woods doing wild camping or whatever, they turn up in a big 4x4 with the whole shebang, roof, tent, gas cookers, portable toilets, showers, etc. Now, there's nothing wrong with that at all. And it's quite a luxury. And this is not to disrespect anyone. And we all tend to rely on lots of gear rather than skills. I do it myself. I go camping with a 30-kilo backpack, packing everything apart from the kitchen sink. Now, we all love our home comforts, but I'm pretty sure if my bag was taken or lost, I would like to think I have at least the basic skills to get by. Anyway, skills or equipment. Now, in my opinion, this depends on a few factors. The first one is location. Now, in an urban environment, there's a pretty much endless supply of tools and equipment that you probably have to hand as well in your shed. Now, it wouldn't be that hard to obtain any items if it was down to a bit of buying, selling, bartering and scavenging. Again, if this equipment was lost or taken, it wouldn't be that hard to replace. Now, in a rural environment or even coastal or a desert island, you would generally have the equipment that you've packed yourself. Now, this is all well and good, but imagine if you have your bag taken or it gets lost, and then you're going to have to rely on your own metal and your own knowledge. Skills will have to be relevant to location. Knowing how to survive on a desert island ain't going to help you a lot in a busy, overcrowded UK town, so make your skills relevant. Now, the next one is an event. Whatever that event may be, people prep for all sorts of stuff. Nuclear war, extreme pandemic, civil unrest. Any of these situations are going to make it more difficult to go scavenging for tools, at least at the start of this event, especially in urban areas. Now, this will take a while and laying low for a while until it all blows over. In these events, it's also going to require a completely different skill set and relevant pre-stored equipment. Now, the next one is outside influencers or influencers. This is the powers that be, or even other people that could become a threat or can become a mob hand take your stuff. Now, it's not unheard of in history for governments and military to confiscate precious metals or food for the cause or for the war effort. Look at creating a fake stash. Now, for those that don't know what a fake stash is a small collection of food, water and equipment that can be easily found, that could be put down to, let's say, collateral damage. So people come into your home, they break into your home and they're looking for food. This is the stash you give up. Okay? You give up this fake stash. You let them have it. They go away thinking that they've had a good result. You keeping your main stash in secret and intact. Again, play the game. You don't want to have people resort to violence to you to take it. You can play a bit hard to get, but give it up. Make it look authentic. Now, this next one is so important. I see it all the time across the groups, so Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Not putting over the internet what you have. Too many preppers are happy to show their food stores, medical supplies and weapons online. This literally gives people in your area an idea of what you have and how to take it and what you have to protect it. And again, if everything is taken, your equipment, your food, you're going to have to rely on skills. And if you don't have any, you're going to be stuffed. Now, the last one is knowledge and competence. Now, if we find ourselves in a bad situation, we've lost all our equipment, or we don't have equipment at the start, we're going to have to rely on skills, as I've said. Competence is key. Don't overestimate or underestimate your skills. Know where your skill level is. Learn everything that you can. Learn a new skill at least. Practice these skills on a regular basis. Now, here's a list of the skills which would be beneficial And first of all, we're going to start with the urban area. So we go learning to go grey man, navigational or map reading skills, situational awareness, people skills, scavenging, urban foraging, urban food growing, food preservation techniques, urbex, abandoned buildings and tunnel systems, lockpicking, self-defence, basic snares for urban pigeon and squirrel, food preparation, cooking. The list goes on, but this is a good start for now to get you thinking about other skills that you might not know. So now we're going to move on to rural. You may find some of these skills cross over. Situation awareness is the first one, but this is a key skill in any environment. This is your common sense and your situational awareness. The next one is fitness, foraging, shelter building, fire making, water sourcing and filtration, setting up perimeter lines for early warning signals, camouflage and concealment, self-defence again, wild camping, fishing, hunting, navigation again, trapping. Again, the list could go on. Okay, to sum up, in my opinion, basic equipment is essential as well as basic skills. To me, both come hand in hand. For instance, building a shelter in the woods, having a knife and paracord would be hugely beneficial. But the ability to make natural cordage and even use flint as a cutting tool would be extremely beneficial too. And great skills to learn. You imagine if you haven't got your kit there, you haven't got a knife, and you can go and make natural cordage, and you can find something to cut wood and the paracord. It's a no-brainer. Learn, adapt and overcome. Well, as always, I hope this gives people a little clue as to some of the skills that you may be worth learning. And that the gear whores that don't do any training at all, that don't test their equipment, don't have any skills, may not be as clued up as you think they are. Anyway, it's been emotional. Lots coming up. I'll see you soon.